Fall is my favorite time of the year. Well, it might be tied with the holidays, but to get into the coziness of fall time, I put together a list of the games that I'll be playing this season. A little spoiler alert: if you have been watching some of my recent videos, then you might be able to predict the games that I'll mention here. There are a couple old favorites that I want to revisit as well, but it's not my fault that the new releases have been so good and so hard to put down, which is a real problem for someone like me who loves to play several games simultaneously. What's also really cool is that all of these games are playable on both the Nintendo Switch and also on Steam or the Steam Deck besides one, so you can choose whichever platform you might prefer. But if this is your first time on one of my videos, hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Kat. If you like casual games and comfy vibes, please consider sticking around and checking out my other videos and maybe even subscribing. We'd love to have you here. In no particular order as usual, but if you saw my last video, then you probably wouldn't be surprised to see this game here. I did call it my perfect cozy fall game after all, and that is Potion Permit. Link in the cards if you'd like to check it out. Potion Permit has lots of things about it to love, but what caught my attention the most is that it's doing its own thing in the cozy casual gaming space. As much as I love my farming sims, it is really refreshing to play a game that offers a totally unique gameplay. In this case, you play as an alchemist who moves to the town of Moonbury and opens up a clinic to help look after the townsfolk. You have to win over their trust though because of previous bad experiences and prove your skills as the best chemist from the capital. The main gameplay mechanic, of course, is the diagnosing patients and the brewing potions part, but there's also the hunting and foraging, building friendships, and even several other mini games in form of part-time jobs or villager requests. There's even a cute mini arcade in the tavern that has more games for you to play. Disney Dreamlight Valley has had me on some sort of magical Disney spell. Since the early access release in the beginning of September, I've been pretty much playing this game diligently every single day. Though I've played many games through the months and years that I've loved, of course, nothing comes quite close to the Animal Crossing New Horizons level of obsession when that game first came out. But I think Disney Dreamlight Valley is becoming a super close contender. This game is about your character magically finding themselves in Dreamlight Valley. All of your beloved Disney characters have forgotten who they are and why they're there because of a curse that looms over the land with a fitting name, the Forgotten. And you have to help restore their memories and restore the valley to how it once was. What I love about it and why I do make sure to pop in daily is that it runs on a real time clock, just like Animal Crossing, which means the time in game is synced to our time in real life. There are certain daily activities that I like to do even if I'm not playing for a long time, like daily discussions with the different characters, which help with leveling up, checking the shop for different stock, and crops also grow on various times, from a few minutes to a few hours, so I make sure to pop in to water or to harvest and make that coin. I also love how easy it is to move things around and redecorate. No doubt once we get more content updates, decorating will be one of my favorite things to do in this game. You can easily make the village or your home and even your outfit as fall themed as you want it to be, and that is what I'm trying to do lately. I think it is important to mention though that if you're still just considering getting this game, that it is still in early access. So what you're paying for is actually access to play the game months in advance before its official or full release sometime in 2023. You also get some bonus cosmetic items like a pet companion, some outfits, some motifs, and if you're active in the Dreamlight Valley community and Discord, they do take in a lot of fan feedback that they work into the game. So think of it as basically helping mold this game into what we all love. I demoed how it runs on the Nintendo Switch on my channel, so I'll have that linked in the cards as well, but I do mainly play it on Steam on my PC or on the Steam Deck just because it runs so much faster, and I very rarely have experienced any bugs or freezes or crashes and all of that. on the Steam version. Just a little side note. Another game that I made an overview for, and I am still obsessed with this game, Bear and Breakfast. It was a little bit delayed for the Nintendo Switch, but it's also playable on Steam and the Steam Deck, which is where I'm playing. I mentioned how much I love building and decorating in Dreamlight Valley and other similar games, and this game pretty much has to do with a lot of that. In Bear and Breakfast, you play as Hank the bear, and he and his friends find a way to make lots of money in the woods by starting a hotel business. It starts off with an abandoned shack which you get to repair and remodel to be the best B&B and of course attract paying customers. And eventually you'll meet other animals in the woods that ask for your help to repair various establishments as well, all the while uncovering deeper mysteries of the wilderness. I don't know what it is about being in that woodsy setting and exploring that makes me feel like fall time, but I love it. If you like the decorating and customizing aspect of life sims, but with a hotel managing twist, this game has plenty of choices for you to make the B&B of your dreams and become the best bear hotelier for tourists to love. Tunic has been out for a while on other platforms, but I've actually been waiting for it to come to the Nintendo Switch to finally try out, so I'll definitely be playing this for the rest of this season. If you're a fan of the older Legend of Zelda games, it's very clear where this game took its inspiration from. Instead of Link, we get an adorable little fox in a green tunic, and even a sword and shield very reminiscent of the Master Sword and Hylian shield. Tunic takes us to an unknown land that's filled with secrets only for us to unravel. There are monsters to battle, puzzles to solve, and a vast beautiful land ready to be explored. There's also a sacred book which is actually the game's instruction manual, and it has been scattered all across the land. So you have to rebuild this manual page by page, each time revealing more information to help you play the game better. And of course, also in Legend of Zelda fashion, this game isn't all cute and cozy. It does come with a bit of a challenge in some areas, but I guess that depends on your definition of cozy as well. I know I like a bit of a tougher puzzle once in a while, and even combat that requires you to think a bit more strategically. Cult of the Lamb is a game I didn't have much expectations about when I first went into it. It just caught my eye because of the very different art style and sort of darker palette compared to our usual bright and airy cozy games. It has a darker aesthetic, a little bit of that cartoony gore as well, since you are playing as a possessed lamb after all. But underneath that cute but also creepy exterior is a pretty addicting gameplay about a lamb that has to build a cult full of loyal animal followers. With a nice balance of dungeon crawling, exciting combat, foraging for materials, and then of course the taking care of your cult part, which includes farming, cooking, also building and decorating your space, and so much more. It's hard to run out of things to do in this game, and you're also in total control of how quickly you want to finish the story or take your time just making your fictional cult cute and cozy, you know? Words I thought I'd never say, but it's no surprise seeing all the love and attention that this game has gotten. It'll definitely be a staple cozy game for me for a long time. Temtem is another game that I've been waiting for to hit the Nintendo Switch. I believe there has been early access on this game for a while now, but like many, I've been waiting for another monster catching adventure on a Nintendo system. Temtem is such a cute take on this genre, with many familiar gameplay elements, but they've also expanded it much more. This is actually a massive online multiplayer game where you can join your friends on their adventure, or they can join yours and explore the world together. The goal is to become the very best Temtem tamer by catching every Temtem, defeating the 8 dojo leaders across the archipelago, and fighting against the evil clan of Bel Soto. Sounds very familiar. You can also buy and decorate your own house, and of course customize your character to stand out from the rest. There's lots to explore, and the world design and warm color palette is definitely giving me fall vibes. I'm excited to play more of this game, and this will hold me over nicely until the next Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet, comes out in a few months. I feel like it's been way too long since I last talked about Animal Crossing New Horizons on this channel, and that is probably unsurprisingly, because of all the new releases that we've been getting in the past few months and years that I've been loving. But I did also go through a bit of a burnout phase with this game. It makes me very sad to say, as a longtime fan of Animal Crossing since the DS and GameCube games. However, fall season in Animal Crossing is something I do not want to miss. So I thought we should give this game the love it deserves again. And there's nothing more fall in games than actually playing through a fall season in the game. The trees, the mushrooms, Halloween coming up next month, and fall time in Animal Crossing is probably my favorite fall time in any video game. I'll be having fun changing up my island decor to something a bit more fitting for this time of year, and if you have the DLC, you can pretty much go to town with decorating villager houses, very fall themed as well. And last but not the least, another older favorite is a game that I actually kept playing even through my Animal Crossing burnout, and that is Cozy Grove. It does play kind of similarly to Animal Crossing, but it does come with its own unique charm and gameplay. I really do love Cozy Grove, and it continues to stand out in my opinion, even through all of the new releases that we've had since this game came out. They also came out with a major update called New Neighbors, so cute, earlier this year, and I haven't actually finished up all the new story quests yet, so I think this is the perfect season to catch up. If you're new to Cozy Grove, it pretty much has you playing as a spirit scout, and you're tasked with helping various bear spirits with fulfilling their unfinished business. Like Animal Crossing and now Disney Dreamlight Valley 2, it also runs on a real-time clock, so I find this perfect for just popping into little gaming sessions throughout the day, and in Cozy Grove there's always something new to do. The DLC adds 4 new bears and other content to unlock, so it'll have you playing quite a bit longer, even after you've finished the requests of the original bear inhabitants of the Grove. If you made it this far, I appreciate you, and if you enjoyed this list and found a new game to play, let me know by leaving a like on this video, and also if you'd like to see more games. I do have a few in mind that I really want to share that gives the perfect fall vibes besides these ones that I will be playing this season, so keep an eye out for that video coming soon. Let me know below what games you'll be playing this fall season, whether it is the perfect fall vibes cozy game or if it's one of the recent new releases that are so good. We've been getting so spoiled with cozy games this month. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.